Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's tutorial. Our design for today is Awolowo cap. People also call it Ebuka cap. So on your screen is the material we'll be using for this design. So for this design, we'll be starting with my marco. So you pick up your marco and measure out 2.5 inches by 22 inches. This is dependent on the head circumference. Whatever head circumference you want to use, you deduct 1 inch from it. Then you pick up your ashoke fabric and measure out the exact head circumference, which is 23 inches by 6 inches. If you are using another fabric, it's 23 by 6 inches as well. Then you pick up the ashoke again and measure out 10 inches by 6 inches. The length always come in 6 inches. So if you are using another material, you just measure out your 10 by 12 inches. So you pick up your marco and join it together like this. You place it on each other, just make it lap with just quarter of an inch. It will lap with quarter inch. So this, you can use your gum to gum this down, most preferably a stick gum, but here I make use of my needle and thread to tack this down. So after tacking it, this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and pick my material, the 23 inches material. I'll fold it into two like this and sew this down, just like this. Sew it from up to down like this. So after sewing, this is what I have. So you open this up. Then once you open this up, you apply your gum at the edge here. You apply the gum and glue these edges down. Once you glue this down, you turn it to the right side. Then you fix it inside your marco. You fix your marco inside the ashoke fabric, but before that, you apply your gum on the marco. Inside the marco, you apply your gum. Here I use a stick gum. You can get this stick gum in a shoemaker shop, and you can use your hot glue gum as well. So you try to fix the marco inside this ashoke fabric. So when you fix it in, you start the gumming process. So as you are gumming it, make sure that it's very firm, so that the front will be very smooth. So after gumming everything, this is what I have. So you pick your 10 by 6 inches, the two pieces that we cut earlier. You pick it up and sew this down. Then after sewing it, this is what I have. You apply your gum to the edges as well to gum this down. and you place your cap, the band, you place it on the ashoke. Then you pick your chalk, mark out this shape, any shape you want. This is where you can twist to any shape you want. If you want oval shape, if you don't want to be a perfect circle, this is where you will choose the shape you want. Here I want a perfect circle, so that's why I did not give it any shape. So you mark out this circle, this shape that you want, and after that you cut this out. So while cutting, make sure you do not cut exactly on your marking, give it little allowance. So after cutting this is what I have, this is what it looks like. So this upper part needs to be, you need to pat this upper part, so you can pat this with your foam. I actually wanted to use foam but found out that my foam is not enough, so I make use of wadding. I eventually made use of wadding. Some people call this breast pad, and this you can get it in a tailoring material shop. You cut this out. If you want it very padded, you can double it. You can, this time around, you can use your UHU gum to glue the ashoke to the wadding, but here I'm using hot glue. So you apply your glue. You can apply it on the ashoke, you can apply it on the wadding or the foam, anything you want to use. So but before I gum it to the wadding, I will use my matches to secure the edges, ashoke. But if you are not using ashoke, you will skip this process. So after that, I pick up my glue and glue this the ashoke on the wadding. Then you trim out any excess that you have, and after that you pick up the wrapped marco. Then you check for anywhere you want to use at the upper part. So anywhere you choose to be the upper part, you apply your glue there. The glue will not get to the tip to avoid stain, so you just apply your glue before, just a little allowance to the tip. Then you fix in the wadding from under, so you fix it inside like this. So for this also, you can use your stick gum to glue this together. A stick will work perfect. So you try to adjust it till you get what you want. You continue to adjust it till you get what you want. And after that, you pick up a lining. You can use a regular lining, you can use satin, you can use any other fabric you have at home. So you use your you place the cap on this lining. And after that, you mark out the cap, the circle, you draw it on your lining. Then after drawing this circle, you after drawing the shape very well, so you extend it out with 1 inch. So you draw another circle that is 1 inch away from the initial circle. So this is what I have after cutting it. You apply your glue. You can use your UHU hot glue. Then you place it inside the cap like this. So you adjust it well. If you have any excess, you trim it. So after that, you pick your elastic here. So you can use your bias for this. You can use velvet bias, you can use the regular bias, you can use trimming, but here I made use of elastic, the 1 inch elastic, just to cover the rough edges. So after covering it, this is what I have. So if you have any adjustment to make, you adjust your cap to suit what you want. So here is the final look of our cap. So if you want it plain, you can leave it like this, but here I'll be designing it with some applique. So I'll be using this applique to design the cap so that it will look feminine, unlike the male cap. So after applying my design, this is what I have. So this is the final look of our cap. So thank you all for watching.